And I'd like to introduce my last closing showcase speaker. Known as the Kintsugi Queen, she's a transformational speaker, coach, and trainer specializing in helping leaders and teams overcome that very dreaded imposter syndrome, break through barriers, and thrive in competitive environments. Over 17 years of experience and a proven track record of working with more than 2,000 team members, she's an expert at turning fractured teams into high-performing, cohesive units that outperform even the toughest of competitions. Her expertise in leadership, management and development, behavioral change, and communication empowers leaders to navigate ambiguity, embrace flexibility, and build resilience. Her approach combines emotional intelligence. She will ask you, Namalanga, how are you today? With practical strategies to foster adaptability and mental fitness. Her insights and transformative processes ensure that her audiences can lead confidently, adapt to change, and outpace their competitors, no matter how daunting the challenge. Fun fact, my parents almost spelled my name with a J, but they quickly realized that I wouldn't just be doing humorous speeches. Known as the Kintsugi Queen, please welcome Yoke van Dam.
The most confident I ever felt was at 2 years old. I wasn't your average toddler. I had an arch nemesis, Ayrton Senna, and I had the heart of a champion. But my only pitfall, I wasn't very athletic at 2 years old. But it was my mission in life to really master the tricycle. So there I was in 1985, trapezing the grassy hills of Nelspruit, desperately trying to grab my father's attention, but he wasn't having any of it. He was nailed to the television watching Ayrton Senna competing against the giants. And Senna, he was doing something incredible. He was winning in the rain. And that lesson really stuck with me for many years, that rain is the ultimate equalizer for cars, but not for drivers. Ayrton Senna famously said, "You cannot overtake 15 cars in sunny conditions, but you can do so while it's raining." And today I really want to encourage you as leaders to do 3 things. To get your team safely through that race course, to not crash and burn, to come out strongly on the other side by doing 3 things. By learning how to navigate disruption, by listening to the engine, and by having a clear pit stop strategy. So how do we navigate disruption, and what could disruption look like? Imagine for a moment you're flying back from Dubai, like Lundy and Mike was doing, and as you're stretching your legs on the way, the captain announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats. We're expecting turbulence." A great leader can anticipate disruption and help their teams through it in a calm way. What could disruption look like for you in your business? Do you take disruption and turn it into an opportunity or a tragedy? The question's not whether the rain is coming, it's how you're going to handle it when it does. The second thing you need to do is you need to be able to clearly listen to the engine. So Ayrton Senna in 1981 realized that there was something wrong with his engine and he was going to be competing in the British Championship. So he drove through overnight between England and Italy, went to the manufacturer, got his entire engine redone, and drove back through the evening. Leaders, do you truly listen to the engine of your team? Do you pick up when there are performance issues? Is it simply a minor hiccup, or is it a really big mechanical failure that you need to overhaul that entire engine? Do you try to fix it all yourself, or do you know when to actually bring experts in to help you to make the changes in your organization? So, great Formula One drivers know that they need to monitor their fuel levels, their tire pressure throughout the race to ensure that they don't run out of steam. In the same way, leaders also need to know this. Do you simply press on where your team can have burnout? When your teams face challenges, do they have a support team that can actually help them and support them? And ultimately, when things go wrong, can you apply duct tape? Senna famously once had to put duct tape over the radiator of his car to warm it up within a few seconds. And after one lap, he had to dangerously get out, rip off the duct tape before he lost control of the car. Sometimes we need quick fixes in business, and we need to know when we need to pull off that Band-Aid. Ultimately, you cannot choose your circumstances. You might not be given the biggest budgets, the best resources, but we can choose how we drive. If you can tap into listening to the engine, having a clear pit stop strategy, and navigating disruption, when the rain comes, I can assure you, you will be able to drive through it.
Well done, Yoke. Thank you very much. And that is how we end off Speaker Showcase.